Fish animation. Using the counter pattern, make all three of the fish move as in the image to the right. The blue fish should move the fastest and the green fish should move the slowest. Okay, so I think this is going to be in the draw loop, so let's scroll down to the draw loop. Oh wait, let's click run. Okay, only the orange fish is moving, which makes sense because we have this here. So what are our variable names? Orange fish, blue fish, and green fish. Okay, so let's get this debug console out of here. I don't think we need it. And what's a coder's best friend? Copy and paste. We're going to highlight only this line. We're going to copy it, and we're going to paste it twice because we need code for the blue fish and the green fish. Hit enter again. All right, but we got to change this to blue fish, blue fish, and then this we got to change to green fish and green fish. Okay, let's click show blocks. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so they're all moving at the same speed. We want the blue fish to move the fastest. So let's change this to -10. And the green fish should move the slowest. So the green fish, let's change that to, no, let's just change, all right, yeah, let's change that to -1. And, okay. So the blue fish is zooming. Uh-oh, I did a double negative on the green fish, so it's moving to the right. Let me delete that. -2. Let's reset and run it. Okay, cool. Perfect. Rotation direction. When you use the counter pattern for the rotation property with addition, the object will always rotate clockwise. Sometimes, however, you will want your sprite to rotate the other direction. To do this, you can just use subtraction. Okay, do this. There are 3 gears set up for you. You need to make the gears all look like they are rotating in sync with each other. So just like in this picture. That's how gears work. Okay. Uh-oh, I already did this. Let's click version history, start over. Alright, let's see how it goes. Okay, so they're not rotating at all. Okay, so how do we make it rotate? Make the gears rotate so they look like they are working as one system. Hint, they won't all rotate in the same direction. Right, so if you look here, this red gear is moving clockwise. The blue gear is moving counterclockwise. And the green gear is moving clockwise. Okay, so, alright, we're going to have to make these ourselves with sprite.rotation. I'm just going to make one, and then I'm going to use my best friend, which is copy and paste. So what are the names of these? Blue gear. So we'll start with blue gear. And it's in camel case. So blue gear dot rotation equals blue gear dot rotation. So the blue gear is going counterclockwise. I think that's going to be negative. So I'm going to put -5. Click out here. Okay, let's see if that did it. Okay, yeah, it's moving counterclockwise. Okay, so I did that right. All right, we're going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to copy and paste it twice. Copy. Click over here. Press enter on your keyboard. And paste. Then press enter on your keyboard again. And paste. And I'm going to go back to show blocks because it's easier to edit in there without messing things up. So I want this to be, let's say, red gear. And then this last one is green gear. Okay, but blue is the only one moving counterclockwise, so we want these to be positives. So why don't we go back to show text, and we're going to change this minus sign to a plus sign, and this one to a plus sign. Let's click show blocks, and I think it should work now. Yes, they are all working correctly and in sync. Make an animation of your own. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, nothing. Let's make sure I started over and it's not done already. Okay, using the counter pattern and sprite properties, make an animation all your own. You might consider building on the static images you've made in the past, or come up with a new image to create or story to tell. Do this. To start, let's just get a static scene up. Okay, static means no movement. So add images in the animation tab. Okay, let's add this cow. I like this cow. And rename it just cow so there's nothing complicated. Go back to code. Okay. So I did this. I added an image in the animation tab. Now I need to create the sprite and assign the image. Okay, so this comment helps us create sprites and set the animation image. So go to sprites. Going to choose this variable sprite. I'm going to name it cow. I'm naming the variable cow, and then you need to set the animation. So I'm referencing the variable cow, and I want the animation to be cow. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Create the sprite and assign images. Okay, I did that. Set up the draw loop to draw a background and your sprite. Okay, draw a background. So I click drawing and I find background. No, I don't like white. I don't like white. Let's do yellow. Update properties using the counter pattern. Okay, they're referring to sprite properties. So let's make this cow get extremely big with sprite.scale. And remember, we have to change this to cow. And to use the counter pattern, we are going to say cow scale again, cow.scale, and we'll say +1. Or let's make it +4. And click out here so it turns into a block. And draw sprites. Okay, so go to world and draw sprites. And let's see what happens. Whoa, okay, then maybe sprite.scale we only want cow scale +1. Whoa, this cow must be large. The starting position of the cow must be huge. Alright, well, do you see how it gets bigger? That's because I did cow.scale equals cow.scale +1. Okay. Alright, lesson or exercise 15. Add movement to your animation. Oh, this might actually be what I just did. With your static scene set up, you can now add some movement. When you are satisfied with your program, click the submit button to turn it in. You can always unsubmit and continue working if you want to add features. In the draw loop, identify which sprite properties to change. I didn't like this, so I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to do sprite.x equals sprite.x. Whoops, that's not going to work. Okay, sprite.x, which is cow. I'm going to say equals cow.x +1. So it's just moving left to right. Yep, with a yellow background. Cool. Okay, so that's all you need to do. I'm going to click out here so this turns into a block. That's all you need to do for this exercise.